Oh, it's my God.
Hold on. How about if I just, I mean, the sound isn't going to be as good, but my microphones aren't working today. So, my apologies. I heard you playing the air drum. Okay, as you can tell, a few technical problems. Always the way, isn't it? And my lip readings and up to this, yeah. Hopefully the sound, I think I actually need to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah, you can hear me now. Awesome. Hi, welcome. Hi everybody there. Karen, Katie, Rachel, Anna, Tracy, Ruth, Marisol, Caroline, Dee, Shannon, someone at the door. Hi, the people at the door. Wow, there's
Hello. Hey, how are you? Good. How are you? Parcel from Samantha? Thank you.
Parcel from me. Hi to everyone. It might be goodies for Lockie. Yeah, it has been, thank you so much for joining. I know that Tuesday's a little bit different. I had a whole bunch.
Tuesday for Australians and Monday for people in the US.
Yeah. I just
North America and other destinations.
That's it. So yeah, apologies for not coming on yesterday. Everything was just a little bit frantic, and I got called into a meeting I wasn't expected to be needed for. And so yeah, and then
plus you just like to sit beside me on these things, and
Absolutely.
I wasn't available yesterday, and there's that, right?
Totally. Hey Sammy, hey Tui, Tracy, Eileen, or Eileen I should say. Yeah, so it's yesterday was just, by the time I finished with that meeting I was a little bit brain zonked, and today I have been running around, so I'm just sort of hello, that was close. I have been trying to export a whole bunch of previews because I have them on the other computer. So what I might do is I'm very nervous about saying this.
Hang on, let me make sure I find the right file, because I do have stuff to talk about.
What do you have stuff to talk about?
Just settle down. The level of trust.
Yeah, there's none. You always share stuff that you haven't told me you were going to share. It's good to see you all coming through, and thank you so much for joining me today, because yeah, I know I normally do this yesterday, but it just, with everything on, it just wasn't happening. Yeah, oh, thank you, Rachel. I don't know what he's trying to export. I do have a sneak of the next kit. I do have on the other computer, which is struggling to load it, so I might try and do it here on this computer, but my computer, Photoshop keeps crashing on me this morning, which has not been fun.
I've got it worked out.
What are you doing? He's making me nervous.
I've been working on lots of fun stuff. Haven't I?
I don't know. No, you have. You've had a lot on in the background. We've had a lot of... Do you really have it sorted?
No, I don't. I wasn't prepared for moments on my own. But now I've got moments on my own. Oh, there's going to be sort of thunder. I don't know how much thunder it is.
No, it's not too much thunder today.
It's not exciting thunder.
Yeah.
But it's important information.
It is. We've got a lot of info to share with you all today, and hopefully if I can pull these sneaks in, a lot of sneaks for this kit. Just trying to get these sneaks out has been, are you all right?
No,
Do you need help?
I'll be back.
Yeah, so it has been, so Michael's been looking after the move and making sure all the orders go organized, and also with the Masquerade shipping, he's been following up on that, so I'm sure he'll give us an update on that as well.
That's what I'm going to talk about.
That's what he's going to talk about. That's what he's finding his notes for. And then I'm going to jump back on with some sneaks. And I just realised I have one little envelope hanging in the background, which, that's Northern Lights. So yeah, we've got a fair few updates today once Michael gets them sorted. And yeah, then some sneaks. And we'll go from there. What have you got for us? Have you opened it yet?
It's saving. Plus somebody's on the phone to me because Tuesday's not, I don't know.
Who's on the phone? What do you mean?
There's my phone is ringing, that's what I mean.
Oh.
It's like they don't know that, Tuesday.
Well, normally we don't do lives on a Tuesday, so.
No, that's true. Okay, I got my notes. I'm ready.
Okay, because Michael's been having a lot of chats with our new warehouse and making sure everything's on track there, and that has been an absolute job and a half. And even for myself, like getting everything swapped over to the new sticker books has been an absolute job and a half. So we've been way busier than we expected to be at this point, but it's all that transition, right? So it's the crazy before it all settles down and becomes amazing again.
I'm sitting here so you can get out of your chair and I can slide on in.
Well, I'm thinking I'm just going to run it from.
Oh, you can do it from here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
While Sam is distractingly looking the other way, I'm going to talk to everybody about the new warehouse move and what all that means, because it's very exciting for us, and I hope it's exciting for you. It's going to be a little bit strange for some of you as well, particularly people watching packages from Australia and kind of the paths that they're going to take. But what we do know for sure is that there's definitely some benefit for everybody out of it. So I just wanted to spend, I don't know how much time Sam's gonna give me, but I'm going to go for like 5 or 10 minutes.
10 minutes would be good.
10 minutes. That's a lot of talking about international tracking and shipping lanes.
Well, you got to. I'm sure they'll have heaps of questions.
I'll do my best.
Can you see the questions?
And I'll do my best to make it interesting. Yes, I can see the questions.
Okay, cool.
So I guess what I wanted to talk about is the new warehouse and what that looks like for us and what it will look like for you. So I guess most of you are very familiar with our business and kind of the way that or rather the footprint of our customers, and that presented some unique challenges for us when we were trying to find a warehouse that could work with us. Not only the sort of the places that our customers live, but also the care and the attention to detail that's required for our product. Up until now, I've picked and packed, or at least been supervising the picking and packing of every single order that's left our mailroom, which is my generous term for what used to be our hallway. And I guess it's daunting to give over control to another warehouse. So we actually started the process of looking for a warehouse prior to COVID.
Ages ago. Yeah.
It's been something that's been top of our mind for a while because we have been struggling with the volume of orders and
good problem
the
to
ability.
have.
It is a good problem to have, but also I guess
It's not.
It's not a good problem to have because we love to delight people and we love to be able to give you as much information as we can about where your product is once you order it and be able to get it to you as quickly as possible. The reality is that up until our warehouse move, we've been picking orders most weeks twice a week, some weeks once a week, because there were certain restrictions on the delivery vehicles and the pickup vehicles and those kind of things, and obviously our time. So that's kind of been a bit of a downside. So when we're looking for warehouses, we took a long time to find the right warehouse for us, and we eventually landed on a warehouse that gives us, very excitingly, a global footprint. So what that means is it's kind of, for those of you that are familiar with supply chain logistics, it's a hub and spoke mechanic. So there'll be a central warehouse that houses everything, and then other warehouses sort of partner along the way to help make sure that everything gets to people as quickly as possible. So our warehouse partner, our distribution partner rather, has routine transfers, in fact daily transfers between the hub and their spokes. Their spokes are located all over the world. But you will see a tracking notification as the items leave the hub, the central location. So the cool thing about that is that we've got a warehouse footprint that extends from Hong Kong through to the US, Canada, Europe, and importantly Australia. So that means from a shipping time frame, once an item leaves the hub warehouse in Hong Kong, you will see roughly the same time that you're currently seeing via the same channels. So that we'll be using Australia Post still for Australia. We're going to be using USPS for the US, and then the local postal agencies all throughout the rest of the world. And the way that this distribution partner works with us is that they actually pick all of our orders centrally in Hong Kong. They compile them for each country, along with all of the other orders that they've got for that country, take them to their warehouse in that country, which takes a day, and then they're pushed out from there. And then we're relying on the speed of the local postal service as we normally are. We don't have the ability to yet, but we will very shortly also be offering an express service, which will be a 3-day delivery time frame to most destinations. That's a bit more costly, as you can imagine, but that kind of puts it straight out of the warehouse onto an express courier, and it's at your door in no time. I've tested it out. The door-to-door time from the warehouse to me here in Australia on an order was 6.5 days. I say a half day because I placed the order after their warehouse cut-off. So the cool thing about it is there'll be, I guess, a number of benefits you'll see that we think are going to be really exciting. So there'll be orders dispatched twice per day. So once at 11:30 they're going to run a dispatch, and then a second time at 2:30 they'll run a dispatch. The overall time between when you place an order and then when you receive the order, as a result of that speed of packing and dispatching, will have improved dramatically for most of you. For people in remote locations in Australia, I've got a couple of customers on the northwest coast in WA. Those kind of locations, the real bottleneck is Australia Post, and that we can't really fix that. But it's still going to be a similar kind of time frame to what you're currently seeing. And really the benefit, or the reason that exists, is that the shipping is picked and packed twice a day. So you place an order at 9:30 a.m. My time, and then at 11:30 a.m. you'll get a shipping notification. Hey, that's gone. It's on its way. The downside, of course, those are the peak times for Australia. So in our time, local time, which is a couple of hours back for Hong Kong. So the benefit, I guess, of that, or rather the downside of that speed of picking, is you won't be able to alter an order or combine orders. So I know that some people at the moment like to place an order and then a couple of hours later, or even a day later, they send me a note and say, "Hey, Michael, can you add this or that?" And at the moment I can do that because it's quite easy. The speed that these things are going to get picked, we're going to lose that ability altogether. The upside is that you can place a couple of orders and things will be with you nice and quickly anyway. The other benefit of using a professional organisation instead of yours truly is that you will see a large improvement in the accuracy of picking. So we thought it was going to take us 2 days to barcode label everything. It actually took us 6 days for 4 people to barcode label everything we had in stock.
There was a lot.
There was a lot. And then it's that took some time.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like 9 to 5 days. It was
Yeah.
Full. You wake up, you start.
We had my mum and dad helping, and they slept here, and they sort of started at 7 a.m. and they finished at 7 p.m. And they looked pretty dishevelled at the end of it.
They loved you.
That's one of the joys of having a child, I guess. I'll experience that in 20 years' time when our kids are in a small business and say, "Hey, Dad, can you help?" I'll be like, "Sure." Anyway, so that's kind of the benefit, is that everything being barcode labelled means there won't be errors in picking. There'll still be errors, but there won't be anywhere near as often as it currently occurs.
Yep.
And I guess the extra benefit,
because they have to scan them in, right?
That's right. They're scanning every item in, so that's kind of cool as well. And I guess the other benefit that we're seeing that's a really big one is that you're going to get tracking notifications with tracking numbers much more quickly than we can currently do, because the system for the fulfillment partner that we're using integrates natively with our shopfront, rather than somebody having to upload a spreadsheet when they've got time, which again was me. So we're kind of excited about it. It means that we're going to be able to satisfy a lot of people much more quickly. It does mean that we're losing a little bit of control, but I've sent an awful lot of videos explaining the packing process.
Yeah, and you've had a lot of meetings.
Yeah, lots of meetings, and I'm kind of anxiously right now awaiting their phone call, because yesterday was the day that our big delivery of stock arrived finally. When I said I was waiting on shipping lanes, I was literally waiting on shipping lanes. We had 2 boats in the water with stuff on it. For some reason it didn't go on the same boat, but it went on a couple of boats. Anyway, I digress. So we're really excited about that and what it means for us. So yeah, you'll get shipping notifications more quickly. Most cases, items will get to you more quickly than they currently do. We're going to have an express option in at some point in the very short future. Yeah, looking forward to it. So the bulk shipment that we sent has arrived. Our Masquerade items, by and large, have arrived. They also got split. Some of them arrived Monday, which is yesterday. Some of them arrive Thursday. So most of Masquerade will go this week. Some of it will go next week. And then we can pick up from there. We are kind of still stuck with supply chain issues. So I'm expecting, just sort of to forewarn everyone, I'm expecting Planet Love, which Sam's going to make everyone super excited about in a moment, maybe a week late. I don't think it'll be as late as Masquerade is. We were able to push things forward, fortunately.
Yeah, but we still wait to hear back from our suppliers to let us know if there's any other issues that come through. So
that's right.
You know, we're doing our best, and I mean it's not just us; it's everywhere. Everywhere's having the same sort of problems. So your patience is very much appreciated at the moment.
So somebody asked a question about whether orders will go directly to the closest city to them, or whether it goes to a destination port. So our distribution partner has 2 warehouses in Australia. They've got 3 warehouses in the US, and they've got 4 or 5 in Europe, and the UK and Canada. So I don't know 100% whether it's going to go to whether they use them as a hub spoke arrangement, or whether they go to one port, or what that looks like. I would suspect that they compile everything to each country to one location to be the most efficient location to get to. So I'd say sometimes it'll go to Melbourne, sometimes it'll go to Sydney, before it then pushes through.
And I guess the other thing, and I'm not sure whether you said this earlier, because I was doing other bits and pieces, was when we were looking for a partner to do our warehouse, you know, we actually interviewed 4 or 5 different places. I
spoke to a lot. Some people didn't really understand our product at all.
No.
The place that we chose, one of the real reasons we chose them was the level of care that they'll have for our product. I do expect that we'll maybe have a couple of hiccups on the way, but we were really quite insistent that they understand that our paper and sticker products need to be really protected on their way. We want to make sure that items still get to you in top quality, in great condition, so that you can use them and enjoy them. You know, it's our commitment is absolutely to quality and making sure that you're getting the right product that you've ordered in as quick as short as possible time. So, you know, we're really working hard to continue to I guess drive. That's not the right word, but we're really working hard to make sure that that service will continue.
Absolutely.
I'll still be on customer service, and I'll still be checking it for the first. Well, probably every time there's a significant shipment go out, I'll check, and we'll go
we'll
from
still
there.
keep on top. So, and that's the thing, we're one of the reasons behind this move, as Michael was saying, things got really busy here, and we noticed that we weren't able to get things out as fast as what we wanted to, and customer service was struggling, and then so that would sort of have a flow on to me as well, and it's something that we wanted to fix as soon as we possibly could. Because we have made a commitment to you all, and we understand how important that is, and as soon as we could do that, we made that change. And as Michael said, there's a few hiccups along the way, and it's meant that sometimes digital files are a little bit later because we're making all these changes, but it also means that we are working on some amazing things coming up. So yeah, we just want to I'm not going to say because we don't know the timelines yet, and we don't want to put those promises out there and get people excited, but there's a lot of things happening in the background for the next 3 to 4-ish months.
There sure are.
Yeah.
All
because of enabled by this move, really.
That's right. Yeah. So somebody asked a question about Christmas items. A couple of you asked questions about Christmas items. So the good news is they should all ship almost immediately as well.
Yeah.
They'll be. I think everything's checked in. So I just have to double check. I'm waiting on a call to release everything, and then that'll go. It should go today, I would imagine.
Yeah.
If not today, it'll be certainly. Well, it can't be far away because everything's. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Everything's there.
He wants to go check his little boat picture.
I do want to check my boat picture.
They were saying that they love the boat pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I think there will be some Christmas orders where other items were ordered at the same time, and they'll have to wait until everything is checked in. There's going to be a lot of work to check all that in, but it won't be far away. Missing items will ship. I think, Claudia, I'm not sure if I added yours to another order, but it should ship with another order that you've got in the system.
Yeah, so we've had to wait for the stock to actually arrive, and now that the stock is pending.
Now, speaking of, do I?
Yeah.
If you can see the oddity in my teeth, then you've got a far larger screen.
Yeah.
Than I anticipated.
Yeah.
So the good news is with extra stock that arrived. So while we were packing things away, Sam looks so worried. While we were packing things away, we found.
Before you go into that, I got a message from Tracy who wants to know if we get the orders from a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, they'll all get released.
Once it all arrives, the new warehouse checks it all in.
Quick process.
Yeah, they're the professionals.
They're geared up. They've been looking at the mountain of orders as they pile in, and I guess looking forward to the opportunity to absolutely delight us.
Yeah.
With what they can do.
Yeah.
So I was talking about some of the really wonderful and fun things that we uncovered while we were packing everything away. Yeah. So we've got a couple of items that will go into the store. I don't know exactly when. I reckon probably in 2 or 3 weeks' time, once we've had an opportunity to get a few other things sorted out. But I can tell you that there are going to be some past kit stamp sets and washi tapes, and I think that was all we found. I think that's all. Oh no, it wasn't. It was stamp sets, washi tapes, and I don't have one, but the envelopes. So I managed to find a small number of envelopes.
Some pins?
Envelopes. There's some pins. There's a few little things that stock quantities will have been updated on, and there'll be a few things that have never been listed before that will go live. We'll let you know exactly when, but they're going to go into the store soon. It'll be some of the washi tapes that we had, some stamp sets, and some of the envelopes from kits like Planner Babe and Getaway, and there was one more. I've just turned into a click monster.
Just don't do it near the mic. Oh, the mic's not working.
Mic's all the way up there. So they'll go live, I think, in a couple of weeks, and then the only other thing to mention is I did mention a little while ago that we were planning on some items for pre-Christmas. It looks like from production time frames because of the supply chain issues, that even though we ordered them months ago, we're not going to get them until probably the week before Christmas, which means obviously you're not going to be able to get them in time for Christmas. So we're looking at exactly what that time frame will look like in terms of when we can release them. But there's some exciting stuff in there. Some really exciting stuff.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
you want to rotate that around first before showing people?
Yeah. And then I have to...
There's an easier way.
Of course there's an easier way. Do you want to do it? So we've been working on a couple of different items that we're really excited about. I'm only going to share you... No, I just want to share that one.
Oh, that one.
So I just want to share with you one of them that we're working on. Again, I don't know the time frame on this. I expect it'll be a week before Christmas. It might be just after. And there are a couple of different items and a couple of different themes that are going to be available. This is just one picture of a sample that I'm very excited about that I wanted to share.
There you go. They look amazing.
They look incredible. Yeah. So it's we've been wanting to do some special things for a while. And like Sam said, the warehouse move and kind of that has given us the ability to do a few extra exciting things. So that's one of the items that we're going to have. There'll be a couple of other
very cool items on the way.
Really cool items as well. And we've been able to, I think, get some pretty nice pricing for them as well. So look forward to those and a few other things.
Yeah.
In the not too distant future. I'm really kind of sad that I can't give you guys like a gift guide to give to your loved ones and say, get me these things. Yeah. But maybe it could be like an after Christmas kind of, I know there's something coming, so please save $50 for Planners Anonymous.
Well, you could do what I do.
What do you do?
Which I say to you, can I get some cash for Christmas because this is what I want to buy. I want to spend some money at this shop.
Yeah,
See?
it's true.
See? This is when it comes in handy.
I like giving the gift though.
Yeah, but you get the shopping and the gift.
Yeah. So just in case it wasn't clear, so they were that's a 3-pack of magnetic bookmarks for the Wild and Free theme. There'll be some, like I said, there'll be some other themes and there'll be a few other items as well that we'll be releasing. All from past kits and ones that we absolutely love.
I have an anniversary in January, so I like that.
There's always an opportunity to give a gift.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's the tear at the bottom with nothing on it?
It's meant to have text there.
Oh, it's meant to have text. Okay. Sorry.
The text isn't showing.
The text isn't showing. I'm sure the text says Michael's Distribution and Magnetic Bookmarks Extravaganza. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Yeah. So that's my update. Sam is going to show us. What are you going to show us?
I've been hit with a headache.
You've been hit with a headache. So today's the live after the first of the month, so I can talk more frankly, right?
Not until after I show the previews.
Hold on. Gosh.
You can talk in a sec. Wait.
I can talk through previews. I'm vibing this kit. This kit's a great kit. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay, hold on.
Sammy's about to show some previews for Planner Love.
I can't see straight.
She's having trouble seeing. Do you want to get like a migraine tablet or something?
Yeah, I want to get some headache tablets. Hold on. Let me put this first preview up. Here, you can have some papers. Can you... Oops. Hold on. Wait, there we go. There's the additional paperback.
All right, so this is the Planner Love additional paperback. I'm getting some like book lovers kind of vibes. What's on the right?
Yeah, there is a few little book lovers vibes in there.
Book lovers vibes, and I think are they peonies? I'm not very good with my flowers.
They are peonies because Sami loves
lovely.
peonies. It's the I can't find it. The next I just want some Nurofen. The next version of our very much loved Planner Babe kit. Sorry, everyone, my words are starting to go.
I'll give you Panadol.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so we really loved the Planner Babe kit. I mean, that was a real favourite for a lot of you. So we decided that we would have a new take on it with some new art. And yeah, I think the additional paper pack is just lovely. If I click that, no, I can't click anything.
No touchy. Hold on.
No touchy.
No touchy. Okay.
No means no, people.
That's it.
The stickers. So this is the kit stickers. So this is again the larger format, the bigger size.
Yep.
Stickers.
Yeah.
So again, we got a week's worth of stickers in there and. Some lovely decorative elements.
Yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of deco in there. We've got a a fully stocked Rascog. We've also got, even though there is a whole bunch of florals and everything in here, there's a couple of different sides. So there's like the design side, and then we've got like a silhouette in there, and we've got a printer in there, and then we've got some like some digital elements as well. So you can see we've got that little alert box there, a reminder box saying that you are loved, and we've got some little like message boxes and things like that, which I thought would be really cute to use to like put in your plans and stuff like that, because they're like little shout outs.
Hey Sam.
Yeah.
You didn't hide the next kit's name.
What?
You didn't hide the name of the next kit.
Oh yeah.
I've been really holding myself back. So
oh my gosh, can I just say that was the funny thing about when I would do the sneaks, like with the sneaks in person.
Because you'd hold your hand.
Because I'd forget.
Ah, I see.
And I've still even done it. Still even done it digitally.
I think Sam forgot to remove it, because why? But yes, the kit. Yes, this kit that we're showing is November's kit, and the kit following for Christmas time will be Australiana. So I've been throwing in the references here and there. I had Lamingtons and Ice Vovos, and I've been giving my best Alf Stewart impersonation.
Yeah.
For anyone who's not Australian or has no understanding of home and away, you need to Google Alf Stewart. He's a top bloke.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there, and there's a whole bunch of gorgeous deco as well.
Hey, I'm just now seeing the TN. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it does. There's another picture of that coming up.
Okay.
We've got a whole bunch of stamps as well. So the stamps on this, we've got some florals. We've got some really good functional stamps as well. So where there's they're sort of box size, but you don't have to use them in boxes, which is fantastic. And we've got some flowers, and we've got the little mini there because I keep getting a lot of messages about how much people love the minis in the stamps. So making sure that they're included. And then we're going to hop onto the sticker book. Actually, hold on. We showed the standard papers before, right? Was that?
No, you didn't.
No, I showed the additional papers. These are the standard papers before I get onto the book. So the standard papers, I don't know. I asked one of my USA friends if they'd heard of this book, but they hadn't heard of it. I don't know whether it's because it's an Aussie book or not, but Animalia, where you, like, the more you looked at it, the more you saw. So this was a really big...
I'd call it Animalia. What country are you from to call it Animalia? Sound really posh just there.
But yeah, so like the more you look at, like, especially this paper in the middle, the more planner stuff you see. There's like our box in there, there's the planner that's open and closed, and there's a whole bunch of pens, and there's this swatch guide. There's also the phone in the background, and this paper will also be in the digital kit. It will be in the digital kit, and that has a little bit more because it's the 12x12. And yes, this is our art. This is our art. So it's exclusive to us, as all our art is. And then I had to put back in the pens in the from the...
What's from Planner Babe?
Planner Babe, yeah, kit. They're repainted and done up in our newer style, and they've also got like the quotes on them. So I really loved being able to recreate that again.
Can you show the stamp set again, please?
Oh, can I show the stamp set? Hold on.
Yeah. So somebody asked a question on the stamp set, what a good ink is to use. I don't know if it's a good ink.
No.
Sam uses.
No, I don't use that for stamps. So Michael's just grabbed my Distress Oxides.
I can't see.
Oh, hold on. I need to wait.
No, don't make fun of me.
No, I'm not. No, it's good to explain. So my Distress Oxides, I use these for colouring, because they tend to blot. Is it these? They tend to for your fine lines. I use Versa ink, which is in the drawer, the middle drawer. It should be. Nope. It's the white one that's under VersaFine. Yeah. So...
You okay?
Yeah, trying to sneeze. I'm not having a great day today. So the VersaFine ink, it's upside down. So that's the ink that I use for all my black stamping, and I believe it's in a couple of different colors. That is honestly the best that is going to be. And then this I also like because not only can I use it for stamping, but if you smush, technical term, if you smush a chunk of it onto like a plastic, to be honest, I use like the bags. I reuse the packaging bags, and I smush some on that, add a little bit of water, and then paint on as if it's watercolor. Like, it's my favorite thing. And if you actually have the Hygge kit, which had the bonus item for that, which had the debossed, not debossed, but like the UV invisible ink stuff on there, that's really fun to play with too, with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
sticker book.
Sticker book.
Nope. Try again.
Click thing.
I'm trying. Oh look, I accidentally did that. There we go. So that was not the first one. Okay, so the Deco sheets for the sticker book. And this is something that I have worked very hard on, and it's so pretty. So that front page, what you can't tell is that is actually a triple box across plus a it's like a detail. I made this thing. It's called a magic strip, and I'm going to show those in detail when I have a printout in front of me, because the way they work is really cool. It's actually cut off into little diagonals so that you can use them for to-do lists or like little flags and things like that, or you can butt them up together and actually use them as a full strip. And they work together with the some of the flags that are on other bits, and they bring extra functionality into non-box based planners as well as working for those. So yes, that is a lot of deco. There is a lot of work that goes into these new sticker kits, but I think they come off absolutely beautiful. And as you can see, I've left a lot of places where you can sort of write in bits and pieces in your plans. And I've also included a bunch of bigger stickers as well, because I know, like, at the moment, and especially if you're not, or even if you are planning in box-based planners, say that 10 times fast, it's really fun to play with great big deco as well. So there's plenty of that. We've got the word Fetty back as well, and our minis, our very much loved minis. And then on the next page, we have the weekly layouts. So this is 2 of them. So the first one is kind of like sitting at your desk, and the rising flowers, which is like a wallpaper behind that. And then it's got the computer screen with a little message space behind there too. And then some deco boxes to write in, and some strips down the bottom so that you can use those strips as like little washi strips as well, and the weekend banner. The second one is, I like to call it like it's a desk, but it's kind of a bit like when you've got files all over the place and you're doing your taxes or all your paperwork. So it's this whole just big bunch of files, and then you've got your pretty planner at the top. So the cool thing about the sidebar is that so this is obviously the unchopped down version, and the reason why I added in the sidebar was so that everybody wanted the sidebar, right? That was the biggest feedback when we first made the announcement. So what we did was we added the sidebar in, and even though it's in that cut zone, right, where when things are chopped down during manufacturing, there's a couple of millimeters tolerance. So while it's there, it's in that sort of danger zone.
It's on the same sort of paper though, so if you're crafty enough, and most of you are, you'll be able to
absolutely and
make use of that.
Well, a lot of people were saying that they fussy cut around the sidebars that we used to have, so this will be like much easier as well. And then the thing is once you use that sidebar, if you've still got stickers left on that page, you can punch that page and put it in your planner. Next up is the second part of the weekly layout. So you get 4 weeks in total, which I don't know of anybody else who does that in a sticker book that's priced like this. So, and this one has got the coordinating the Planamalia. See what I did there? And then you've got this, like the digital inspiration, and it's got like loading plans and a desktop background and the little alert boxes and things like that. So that was a lot of fun to make.
It was a great dad joke. I'm going to steal it.
What?
Planamalia.
Thanks. And then you've got so these 2 sheets are like they coordinate with each of the 4 weeks, and it's sort of like to give you some extra functionality. So you've got your to-do dots along the side, and then the reason why it's all sort of like squished together is, you know me, I like to sort of get extra functionality out of it where I can. So let me count, hold on. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's like at least 12 stickers in each one of those. What would just call those things?
I call that a quadrant.
The quadrant boxes where it's themed. And then you've got 2 washi strips. And then that sidebar isn't cut out, but you can cut that out if you want. And then, because we can't cut that close to the edge. And then on the second side, you'll notice there's a whole bunch of circles, and that's so that you can color code your planners as well. And then the last part we have is the clear sheets of Deco, and this kit is rose gold foiled, and the big giant bar. Now, I had some really cool ideas for this, and I trialed it with Showtime. And this is one of the reasons why I was so happy to go to a bigger size book, was because what I did was I grabbed the Showtime bar, I cut it in half, and then I had like a bottom border that was really gorgeously deco right for both sides of my pages. So I really loved doing that. And the first thing, as soon as, going to a B6 size was an option, that just had to be included. So it's like fussy cut washi sort of thing, but bigger. And then there's a whole bunch of clear deco on there as well. And on here, you've got this week, next week noted, and a whole bunch of covers as well. So if you're not wanting those traditional date covers, there's an option here on the clear sheet as well. What's this last one I've got? Oh, and that's just, the preview.
Well, the preview is a good one to talk about, because just as a reminder, so the main girl for this kit is actually
Lisa,
one of our subscribers. So it is an option if you want to spend some of your points. You can get yourself in a kit or a likeness of yourself. Obviously it'll be a few months away. We can't guarantee what kit or what you'll look like, but we will work with you to make sure that it's suitably flattering. And
it's very exciting. It's very exciting. So there's a few previews of the Planner Love Kit. I keep going to call it Planner Babe.
It's not even my fault this time. I mean, you could blame Huggy Life on me, but
yeah, true. And I'm just gonna quickly show. I don't have the acetate loaded on my computer. It's on the other computer. Like, how many times did my computer freeze this morning? I'm lucky I got those in.
I'm half expecting to see it out the window. You're gonna go rock star on it at some point.
This is what happens when you update all the things.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just need to say thank you for all those comments that were coming through. To be honest, because my head's a bit fuzzy, I didn't get the chance to read them all. But I think there was a lot. Were you reading them? There was a lot of positivity in here.
Yeah. Well, it's a great kit. So you've done well.
Thank you. And the next kit, I'm gonna have to cut this off very soon because I think I need to go.
Well,
lay down. But let me show the preview.
Is it up there that you've mispronounced? Come on, you can do it. Stay in the flaming crows.
My A key isn't working. My A key keeps giving.
She's misspelt Australia.
Yeah, because occasionally
Where do you live?
Listen to me. Occasionally you get 2 A's, and occasionally you get no A's when I type.
Uh-huh.
So, like, there's a couple of A's missing.
When you see the little red underline, you go, oh, maybe that's not right.
Yeah, and you know how long that takes? So, this is Australiana, a preview of our next kit. It is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
It's like some of the most amazing florals we have ever done, and some of the cutest animals I've ever seen, and the patterns. Oh my gosh, the patterns.
It's because I come from a land down under.
Yeah. It's it's another stunning kit. And you know what, even if you aren't Australian, because we've actually had more people who aren't Australian asking for an Australian kit, right?
Well, it's pretty,
which is awesome.
It's pretty unanimous. And I think Sam and our artists have just nailed it. It's got really lovely.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's got little gum nuts and I think there's no waratahs. There's gum nuts.
No.
There's koalas.
Koalas. Yeah.
There's Vegemites. There's
sugar gliders, and there's galahs. Oh my gosh, the pink galahs. I had to have the pink galahs in it. And so it's
it's full of every Australian trope that you could ever hope for, including the Vegemite sandwich. The fairy bread is going to be just fabulous.
Oh yeah. There's no wombats this time because we needed to make sure that we left something for when we did another kit. So there's a few animals that were left out on purpose.
Well, plus it's such a wide variety of
there's so many
Australian flora and fauna that the idea is to give you a really good cross section of a few of them rather than just one example of each. So there's a lot of different. You're really not well. Why don't we'll wrap this up very shortly because you need to have a rest.
I can't.
So there's koalas, there's eucalypts, there's gum nuts, there's galahs, sugar gliders. You said, all manner of Australiana, and it's just fabulous. And I reckon somebody's put me in a pair of khakis just because it was funny.
Well, the funny thing is, as soon as the art came back, I was like, what did I say? Ranger Stacey.
Yeah.
So for anybody who grew up with Agro's Cartoon Connection, which was highly inappropriate now that I'm watching it.
Ranger Stacey was on Totally Wild.
Oh, was she? She was also and Ranger Stacey was who I grew up with and who educated us on Australian animals and things like that.
Yeah.
No platypus, and that was really hard for me not to put in because I love platypus. So that's going to go on the next one. Yeah. We might have to call it quits because I need to get out of the light, and Michael doesn't know how to control the
turning in offie party.
Anything for this.
But it's really great to see you all. And
thanks so much for joining us.
We're super grateful and thankful for your patience as we go through the warehouse move. I promise it's very, very shortly going to be very exciting for all of us. I've never watched boats in the ocean that I can't see via satellite imagery more than I have the last few weeks. So we're really excited about that. We're really excited about Masquerade going, and
Denise,
Plan of Love is just going to be a cracker.
It's a beautiful kit, and it's just coming together so nicely. And thank you all so much for your comments. Anyway, I will put up some previews as soon as my head is working. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Where's the end? You might need it.
I don't know the end button.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.